So this video is going to be story time about how all the digital publishers and Facebook colluded together for about 2 to 3 years and made millions of dollars off of you. So let's go back to 2014 when Facebook really wanted to grow its video platform to compete against YouTube. And at this time, Facebook didn't really have a big video archive. It didn't have a very big video library, but video is obviously where the advertisers were at. It's where the viewers were at. YouTube was thriving. So Facebook kind of cut an implicit deal with a lot of the digital publishers that we now know today, like BuzzFeed, Vice, Fox, Attention, Mike, Bustle, Refinery 29, the list goes on, right? All those ones you see on Facebook all the time, where do they all come from? Well, they all came from around 2014 and 2015, backed by venture capitalist dollars and Facebook's willingness to play a game. So here's what happened. Facebook decided they wanted to compete against YouTube, and they needed videos to do that. But how are they going to get people to make videos on their platform? How are they going to grow their platform? Well, they decided to do a couple interesting things. One was they allowed a publisher or person that published videos to count a video view after 3 seconds on autoplay and with no sound. Now, in comparison, in order to get a YouTube view, it's 30 seconds, literally 10 times the amount of watch time as you need to get considered a view on YouTube versus what it was on Facebook in 2014. That is on top of it autoplaying in the newsfeed and on mute. So, what was the purpose of that? It was to incentivize publishers to make videos for Facebook because they could get more views that way. It was way easier to get views on Facebook when you counted a view after only 3 seconds than it was on YouTube when a view was counted after 30 seconds. So, publishers started to make videos for Facebook, but it didn't end with that. Facebook then allowed publishers to get priority in people's news feeds. And for the longest time, from about 2014 to 2017, that's when you saw all the publishers' videos flooding your newsfeed. And it wasn't until after this most recent election, when all the fake news and Facebook's, what was Facebook's role in the propaganda with Russia, blah, 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 that Facebook cut back on allowing publishers to pour their content into people's news feeds, and now they preference friends and other people's family photos in your news feed. But for a while there, they were giving priority to publishers, and they were putting publishers' content in your news feeds. So they're giving priority to publishers to push their content into people's news feeds, and they were allowing publishers to count a video view after 3 seconds on autoplay silently. It means you literally scrolled through the Facebook and it would basically count as a view. Which is why the entire genre of quick turns and text on screen videos developed, because it was geared towards Facebook, where it was auto-playing and it was silent. It was on mute. It was to get the person's attention to stop and watch for 3 to 5 seconds. Just the text on screen. And they showed you some ridiculous avocado or some ridiculous ice cream. And this worked. And this worked for both the publishers and Facebook. It got publishers making a lot of content for Facebook, and the publisher could say, look at all these videos. They're getting millions and millions of views. And the publishers, like Vice and Fox and BuzzFeed and Refinery 29 and Attention and Mike, and now this, they could all turn around and say, look at how well all our videos are doing. They're getting millions of views. Hey, Budweiser. Hey, Infinity Cars. We're getting millions of views with the millennials, the audience you want to reach. You should put money into our company. You should buy our ads. You should make our branded content. And it worked out perfectly for a while for them. And it worked out perfectly for Facebook because Facebook also wanted ad money. And the way to get ad money was to say, look at all the content being created on our platform. Look at how many people are watching videos on our platform. Look at how long people are spending on our platform. Just like YouTube's algorithm values total watch time on the site, Facebook's values total time spent on the site. The longer somebody spends on the site, the more they're willing to sell more expensive ads, banner ads, etc. to companies, because people want to reach an audience, and Facebook is where everybody is. And so they could sell ads at a higher premium, saying, look, people are spending more and more time on our site, and they're spending more and more time on the site watching these videos. Remember, they were 3 seconds. That's what counted as a view. And this worked. Facebook was able to build up a library and generate a lot of revenue, charging people money to get access to people on Facebook. And then it didn't end there. Then Facebook decided they would start giving money to the publishers to develop content specifically for Facebook. They started with Facebook Live, and they were giving out big millions of dollar contracts for publishers to develop content specifically for Facebook Live. They wanted to beat out Twitter and Periscope and Meerkat and all that stuff. So why did BuzzFeed put a lot of rubber bands around a watermelon to get it to explode? What was the point of that back in 2015? It's because they were getting paid by Facebook to do it. They were getting paid by Facebook to make a lot of content specifically for Facebook Live, and they're getting paid a lot of money to do it. And then when Live didn't take off, what did Facebook do? They sunk more money into publishers. They developed a thing called Facebook Watch, and they started giving away big contracts to digital media publishers to develop Facebook Watch series. In fact, that's why most of the digital media companies have certain verticals they do, like Now This Money. Why does Now This have a money vertical? It's because Facebook went to Now This and said, hey, we want you to develop a Facebook Watch series. You know, what would be a good demographic that would have a high earning potential or that might hook the modern millennial? Oh, I know, let's develop a money vertical. So Facebook gave them $5 million. That's not an exact amount, but I feel pretty good about that, gut feeling about it, around that much. And then Now This would take that money and develop a series. And Facebook was basically doling out cash. Like, here you go, start a thing. Here you go, start a thing. Here you go, digital media. Here you go, Vice. Here you go, attention. Here you go. Now This. Here's a couple million. Make us content for our site. A little bit like YouTube Red did, but a little bit sleazier. And so, the digital media companies took the money that Facebook gave them and grew their companies up to scale. But, and here's the big but, when the election happened and when Facebook finally got enough videos that it needed and got enough views that it wanted and built up a big enough audience that was somewhat competitive to YouTube, it decided to kind of turn the tap down on the money. And you see this starting to happen. You saw Mike, the entire Mike, the digital media activist whatever channel, capitulated because it was so dependent that in its dying days it was waiting on a Facebook Watch contract. And when Facebook rescinded on the contract and it didn't go through, they went belly up. I think it was about $5 million. That's what it was down to. Mike was down to being dependent on a Facebook Watch contract. I guess I should add to this, why did Facebook never really content flag or content ID, or why does it not have very good copyright algorithm systems? It's because it didn't behoove them to do so. It behooved them to kind of look the other way on copyrighted content, especially early on, because it would get people to upload videos that weren't theirs, but just onto the site, on the site. Take it from YouTube, upload it to Facebook. And Facebook benefited this by a great deal. And so they were somewhat incentivized to look the other way against flagrant, copyright theft of videos, and not really develop a content ID system like YouTube did. Now they have one, but only now once they have a big enough library that's somewhat competitive to YouTube. So there you go. There's the story of how digital media companies and Facebook colluded together for about 3 years to get your attention, get your eyeballs, and make millions of dollars doing so off the money from advertisers selling basically what was fake views. Because you would look at the back end of these retention times on these videos, these Facebook videos, these text on screen videos, and you would see a drop off after about 3 seconds. 98% of the views had a retention of 3 to 4 seconds. The amount of people that were watching past 10 seconds on any of these videos was, 4%. But did anybody tell the advertisers this? No, they did not. So there you go. There's a little story time. That's why there's so many digital media companies and publishers, why they're so big, and why you've heard of them now, and where they came from. They came from the kind of golden era of collusion between Facebook and digital social media companies. If you like this video, click to watch another one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.